then like one thing I I think players should be careful, especially superstars going to big market teams, is when you go to big market teams, there's gonna be other superstars, and sometimes your play style may not adapt well to their play style, or just how the overall offense or defense works. So you're gonna look really great with your small market team, but it may not you may not probably get as many minutes, or you won't get as many shots if you're with this other team.
Yeah, let's talk about that. You know, you got Blake Griffin going to the Nets.
Oh yeah.
And you got this massive super team now in Brooklyn, which just wasn't there before. It was a team full of youths, and it's kind of been changed into, now that they got assets, they were able to kind of build this super team with Kyrie and Harden and KD, and now Blake Griffin, and I don't know whether you consider DeAndre Jordan that guy, but you know, you got 5 guys who were pretty good 5 years ago. They're really good 5 years ago, and so you've got this team now who are going to be very ball dominant individuals, and it's going to be interesting to see like whether they'll be, you know, what their role will be. I think it makes them very versatile in the playoffs, but I think like during the regular season, I don't really know how that's working for them.
Yeah, Blake Griffin going to the Nets, it definitely caught my attention. I didn't expect it. But like I give the Nets props, man. The front office just getting all these guys to this team that was a nobody team like 1 or 2 years ago, and like Blake Griffin.
Hey, Brook Lopez was there.
Oh, Brook! I can't forget about Brook.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm Rolo.
Yeah,
I like
Rolo guy.
Yeah, he's my dude.
Yeah.
I like his hair. But like Blake Griffin, he's kind of like a shell of his old self. I want to say old self because he's kind of adapted into this like be a shooter first or a playmaker. I think that's his strongest trait now. It's just more being a playmaker versus just being a pure dunker, because he has really bad joints and knees from his injuries. Like I think this playmaking ability can like open space for like other players such as Kyrie or KD to like make these, or James Harden to make these big shots with like pump fake screens, and just overall, he has overall good passing abilities too versus what he was beginning of his career. Defensively, I think that's where the Nets are lacking the most, because if you're on James Harden's team, there's not gonna be any defense coming from James Harden. That's just facts. Yeah. But I think Blake's kind of he's a real vocal guy, real good communicator. So I think he can facilitate or like point out, hey, watch for this or watch for that, or who's covering him, and then kind of drive more urgency in the defensive side. He's also just a really big fucking dude.
Yeah, he is.
I'm sure he can stop something if something comes out the rim. Yeah. When if he's in the way of the rim, I'm sure he can do something.
It would have been nice to see that team with Jarrett Allen there. Because he would have been there defensively as a decent presence. Mm-hmm. And even before that team was built, Jarrett Allen was the core of their defense. So, you know, it'd be interesting to see what they do. I like how Joe Harris plays too. He's a decent spot-up shooter. I think he'll go well or fit well with that team. He could kind of play that Stephen Kerr kind of role, but yeah.
I'm excited to see Blake play, though. Hi, thanks for watching the clip. If you're interested for the full episode, go to the description for the full episode link. Or, if you're interested in more content clips, feel free to check out my channel for all the clips available. Thank you again for watching, and make sure to like, subscribe, and share.